Alright, part 2 of Metallica's Ones from the first part of the lesson. The first part of the lesson got cut off at the end, so I'm just going to go back over it. The last thing we did was we played open E, our 6th string, then E an octave higher, the 2nd fret of your A string. We slid up a whole step to F sharp, and then back to E on the and to beat 2. So we went 1 and 2 and, so low E, E an octave higher on the 2nd fret of your D string, slide up to F sharp immediately, and then come back to E for the and to beat 2. So 1 and 2 and, 1 and 2 and. Then for beat 3, we're going to go, remember we're in 3/4 time here from the last section before. F sharp power chord, 1st finger on the 2nd fret of your low E string, 3rd finger on the 4th fret of your 5th string to give us an F sharp and a C sharp. And we're just going to pluck strings 6 to 5 for beat 3 and. So we had 1 and 2 and 3 and. Slide a half step higher to your G power chord where you're going to go strings 6, 5, 4, 6. So we're not putting the pinky in, we're going to play that open D string. So there's no pinky, it's just a 2-finger power chord. Again, you're going strings 6, 5, 4, back to 6. Slide a whole step higher to your A power chord to go 6, 5, strings 6 to 5 for an A to an E. So altogether we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and, right? Low E, E an octave higher, slide immediately to F sharp, back to the E. F sharp power chord where you're playing strings 6 to 5, half step to your G power chord to go 6, 5, 4, 6 with that open 4th string, whole step to the A for 6, 5. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and, right, and that was where the last video ended. Here's where we begin for the new stuff. For guitar 1, we're going to learn 2 different parts here. Guitar 1 is going to start dropping to your D power chord on the 5th position, so instead of your A power chord on 5 and 6, we're on D on 3 and 4. We're going to go 5, 4, then the 3rd string will be open, that open G. 5, 4, open, then come back to the 4th string, so 5, 4, 3, 4. Put the pinky in on that 7th fret of that 3rd string for a D, then come back to the 4th string. So we're going 5, 4, 3rd string open, then put the pinky on, same string, then back to the 4th string, then take the pinky away and play that open G again. 1 and 2 and 3 and. So we're going strings 5, 4, 3 open, 3 with the pinky on that 7th fret, back to 4, 3 again, open. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Then we're going to hit the open G again on beat 1 of the next measure. That was the measure what we just played there on D. Then we're going to play 16th note triplet where we're going to hit the open B string, hammer on the D with your 1st finger, 3rd fret of your B string, and pull back off. Triplet, triplet, triplet. And then we're going to go to B here on the 4th fret of your G string. This isn't exactly what's on the record, but it makes it a little bit easier to play, and it sounds just as good, especially with the 2 parts. So we're going B, hammer on the D, pull off the B, then we're going to play, it's actually the same B, same pitch, but the 4th fret of your G string for the same as your open B. And then you're going to do the same thing again, B, hammer on the D, B, open G this time, your 3rd string's open. So the same string you went to before, but not the B, just the open string. So we're going D, B, D, B, D, B, I said that backwards, I think. B, D, B, 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 D, B, G. That's kind of confusing, isn't it? Anyway, open to 3, open, then the B, open to 3, open, then the G. And the chime for that is triplet, triplet. So that B is on the and of beat 2, and the G is on the and of beat 3. So it's triplet and, triplet and. Okay, so we had our D chord, 1, our D power chord, 1 and 2 and 3 and G, triplet, triplet. We'll do that again, try to clean it up a bit. 1 and 2 and 3 and G. Okay, D, B, D, B, D, B, D, open G. Then we're going to go to an F sus2 chord. We got our 1st finger barring the 1st fret, 1 and 2. 3rd finger's on the 3rd fret of your D string to give us an F. And the open G, the 3rd string will be opened. You got to stand those fingers up nice and tall so it opens. And the pattern we're going to go here in the pick hand is 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, for a total of 1 and 2 and 3 and. And the good news is, all you're going to do now for the very last measure is put your 1st finger on the 2nd fret of your D string for an E and do the exact same pattern. 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we had Now I noticed I used my first string before. That time I used 2. 2 might work better because you were sitting there with 1 and 3. 2 comes in. So this whole part, D, sorry, a little stutter there. Try it again. Neat. I'm now going to record it. It might be a little tiny bit faster. We're just going to record it here on the machine, and then I'm going to play the other part on the acoustic so we can hear how they go together. And we'll learn the other part. Here we go. Let's record this part first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so that's that part recorded. Now let's go look at the other part, which I'm going to play on acoustic. I'm going to put that down, pick this one up, just so we can hear the difference easier between the two parts. So the second part, it's still, leading into it, we do the same thing we learned before. But now we're going to play D chord like this. We don't need the second finger on that first string because we're not going to play it. We're going to go strings 4, 3, 2, 3. So strings 4, 2, 3, 2. I'm not sure if I said that right the first time, but 4, 2, 3, 2. It's a D chord. And then we're going to hit that second string again on the and to 3. So we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and, okay? 4, 2, 3, 2, 2 again. We're going to come up here to E on the 5th fret of that B string. We're going to play the E for a quarter note, or eighth note, sorry. Then we're going to play D. We're going to do a triplet from D to E. So D is on the 3rd fret, hammer on the E on the 5th fret, pull off. Slide back to C, hammer on the D, and pull off. So we're going to go, and then pull off to open B. So D, E, D, slide back, C, D, C, open B. So again, the D, hammer on the E, pull back off to the D, slide back, hammer on the D, pull off to the C, pull off to the open B. So we're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. And those are triplets just like the triplets in the other. Triplet, triplet. Alright, then for the last part of this tune, we're going to grab A, the 2nd fret of your G string, F, the 3rd fret of your D string, for F and A, thirds. We're going to move up a whole step, that's 1. We're going to move up to G and B, so just move that up a whole step, 4th fret, 5th fret. Then we're going to go to C and A, which is going to give us the 5th fret and 7th fret. This is all on strings 3 and 4. So A and F on strings 3 and 4. And we're going to go to 2 eighth notes, 1 and, then A and C on beat 2, 1 and 2. So major third, minor third, that's the intervals. 1 and 2. So let's piece that together for a second here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3. And then we're going to come back to G and B. A lot of times I just hold that and leave it, but on the record I believe it goes G and B, back up to A and C, back to G and B. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, triplet, triplet, 1, 2 and 3, 1 and 2, 3, and it repeats. Let's try playing along with the other part. 2, 3, 4.